purpose of this video alone on the History Channel. A lot of chatter on the internet about it, on Facebook, in the Oregon Bushcraft group. There's a few people talking about it, and I think it's an awesome show. I think it's a great premise, dropping 10 guys off separated in the woods, and then just kind of letting them fend for themselves, you know. Really, really awesome. And I'm subscribed to Joe and Joe Robinette Bushcraft, Wayne at a Cole Craven Bushcraft. Boy, I sound like a jerk now. And Mitch, who is Native Survival. Now I really sound like a jerk, don't I? I've been following these guys on YouTube for a long time, and to be in their situation, I couldn't really imagine. You know, it's not something I could do. I wouldn't last very long at all. A lot of the discussion has been around Joe and his, you know, he pulled the plug after one night, and it's easy sitting in an armchair to make, you know, assumptions about certain things, but I don't understand why he didn't move. You know, when he set up his camp and then was surveying the area, in my opinion, when he found that bear den with bears, especially a mother with cubs, he should have GTFO'd. You know, I mean, he should have packed his shit up and walked away. I think that, you know, probably would have solved his problem for the first night. But honestly, with bears a foot away from you, I don't really blame him on his decision. You know, your life's not worth $500,000. $500,000 is awesome and amazing, but it's not worth your life, especially, you know, when you have a family. So I don't judge him. I don't think he's a coward. I probably would have shit my pants, you know, running through the forest screaming like a little girl and probably knocking myself out on a tree in the dark. One thing that I did kind of have a problem with, and I was kind of yelling at the TV a little bit, was when the guys were being unsuccessful starting the fire. And Mitch nailed it with the feather sticks. You know, I mean, he went right through it. That's like bushcraft skill number 4, I think, you know, in the bushcraft skills list. Feather sticked it out, ferro rod, got the fire going. I live in the Pacific Northwest. I mean, you know, I can see Vancouver Island almost over the hill. It's probably a 8-hour drive. I don't even know. It's not that close, but still, it's the same environment. It's a wet, rainforesty, fur, soggy, everything environment. And I've had problems starting fires before. Ask Casey over at Coyote Works. If you go look through his videos, he had a two-parter, and it took him a while to get a fire going, but he did prevail, and that's the important part. I have been frustrated making fires, and what I have found the easiest thing to do psychologically and to get your fire going is just feather stick. And you don't actually have to worry about the curls, but just shave wood off a stick, and it brings you out of that situation when you're really frustrated, like, why won't this fire start? And you're hammering on your ferro rod, or you get a little flame and it peters out. Just sit back, sit on a log, whatever, and just shave wood. You're going to accomplish two things. One, you're going to take off the tunnel vision. You're so focused on starting that fire, and this is all opinion, by, you know, I'm no Dave or Les or, you know, Bear, obviously. I look like a bear. Maybe I should be Bear Bushcraft. Okay, maybe not. So two things it does. One, it takes your focus away from what you're trying to do, and it provides you with fuel for your fire. Small shavings, I mean, I don't have to tell you that, you know. But when you're in the situation, it's just like everything else is closed off, and that's the only thing you're focused on. I'm curious to see if any of the guys run into each other. We're just going to segue right out of that one. I'm curious to see if the guys run into each other. Like, what's the rules there? I mean, I know where they're at. It seems like, you know, with rivers going in. So, I mean, I don't know if that's something that's even possible, you know, for them to run into each other. But definitely intrigued by the show. Really happy that, you know, there's at least a couple people that I'm acquainted with on the show, and that's pretty awesome. So looking forward to next Thursday when it airs. You know, I guess I'll title this spoiler alert, so, you know, if you haven't seen it, I guess it would be too late because I just gave away all the cool stuff. But yeah, I definitely think it's a cool show. I'm definitely looking forward to seeing what happens. And again, with Joe, you know, that I would have made the same decision in the end, but I think the different decision that I would have made is, as soon as I spotted a bear den with dead fish and fish heads around, and especially cubs with a mama bear, I would have split, dude. I mean, there would be no hanging out there. And I don't know how far bears travel, you know, searching for food, but it seemed like they had a pretty good food source there. I just would have moved and probably not slept that night. So anyways, those are my 2 cents. This is Mark from Oregon Bushcraft. We'll catch you guys next time.